Hey folks, Dude here, coming at you, and of course there's another episode of KNIFEBLOG. Oh man, today's is gonna be, well, you guys have seen in previous iterations, if you look in the KNIFEBLOG catalog, there is the Almar Warrior. Badass. It is. Well, it just is. And this is going to be yet another opportunity where you can look at and explore the opportunities therein of the process therein of collecting cool stuff. Now, of all things, these knives were actually produced by a gentleman by the name of Al Mar. Literally, the guy's name was Al Mar. Actually, he was, well, he's U.S. citizen, born of Chinese immigrants, served in the Special Forces, and was a total badass. So anyway, he did the stuff. Well, later on, he started working for Gerber, designing knives, and of course, later on, he left to form his own company of Al Mar Knives. Well, the knives eventually got to be made in, of all places, Seki Japan. Now, if you guys look around and you scrounge around, Seki City has a very cool history. I mean, they also made a lot of good stuff, and, well, Spyderco, for instance, and SOG, and there's a myriad of other makes that use them at one time or another. Survival knives of, like, 1980s iterations. These also include Life Knife, Explorer, Parker, Valor, Taylor, Resquivel. There's a bunch. There was a absolute ton of them made by Seki City. As a matter of fact, you go on eBay now and you search for Seki City, you are going to have a veritable pile of knives of which to choose through and, you know, promptly make yourself more than slightly bankrupt in the process. So anyway, Mr. Mar died in 1992 from an aneurysm, kind of unexpected, and the company then became headed by somebody else. Of course, his wife is now the owner. They still make knives, they're still around, but for the non-US market, they switched manufacturing to Moki instead of Seki. And also, Mar was inducted into the Fighting Knives Magazine Hall of Fame in 1980s late. And in 2009, he was inducted into the Blade Magazine Cutlery Hall of Fame. So anyway, the good stuff on that one is he made a lot of knives that were actually militarily intended. And of all iterations, today's knife is going to be this one. Oh, yeah. No, I have shown probably the clones before, but this one is actually the real deal. Whoa. Okay, I need to stop swinging this thing around before I hack something off. Serious! But to the extent, you can always just say that this knife just happens to be badass. Now, this one is known as the Jumbo Quicksilver. The handles are actually Zytel, so literally the same stuff as what they use to make, like, you know, milk crates and what have yous. Biggest difference is, I don't know if it's fiberglass reinforced, because it is old school stuff, and some of the information is, well, lacking. It's a thermoplastic made by, I believe, DuPont. The stainless steel on it is, it's listed as a 6A, which is comparable to either a 440A, a 440B, but it's made by the Etched Steel Company in Japan. They differ from AI-SI 400 series because they have vanadium added, and the vanadium improves the wear resistance, toughness, and ease of sharpening. Alloy is appendixed to as an A, which indicates the alloy has been annealed. So it's comparable to 440A or B, but it's not quite the same thing. Probably a 440 quality, you know, it's good stuff and like that there. The thing is, it is a big, and I do mean big, knife. Like, it's 7 inches closed. So if you open this thing up, let me grab the official 80s podcast channel ruler and open it up and give it some quick measurements here. Blade length is going to be from tip of point to actually, well, you could measure it to choi, but I'm going to measure it to handle. Okay, so here you have basically what's intended as a pocket folder, and it has almost a 6-inch blade. The handle length on it is going to be just short of 7 inches. So this thing overall is big, man. It's like 13 inches almost, and it is a big honking pocket knife. That said, it is also known as being one of the later varieties because the handle, of course, got, you know, these cool little diagonal cut throughs, and it is a liner lock, so it's lightly constructed. Man, I'll tell you what, it is lively. So I'm going to do this one pretty much as, like, you know, a picture montage where you guys can really, like, I'm playing with it now, I'm sorry. But you can get the picture montage where you guys can really enjoy the look on this thing as opposed to me just, you know, showing my face and, you know, going through the various iterations of playing with the thing. And you guys, you can see it for what it is, okay? Now, it is a 50-50 serration plain edge blade. It is a spear point, and truthfully, it feels exceedingly exactly, well, it feels very much like the clones, okay? The clones are actually very decent recreations. Now, why did I jump on this one? Well, because this one happens to be number 22 out of 200. Yeah, buddy. And it does say Seki Japan on there, and it does say, of course, Almar, and it's got his very unique brand, his pictogram, his Japanese/Chinese character style of wood carving, but truthfully, you could say basically it is something known in Japanese as, I believe it's called a hanko, where it's literally like your signature stamp. You know, they take a piece of plastic or a bone or something along those lines, and they actually carve the thing out, and you literally take this thing and you stamp it on stuff as official documents for your signature. Now, there is various varieties of these things, and let me just verify that term there. It is definitely called the Japanese hanko, so kanji hanko, and it is literally a stamp, an official stamp, which is your official seal, which is how you stamp your name to state, yeah, it is me. Now, if you look at this thing from north to south, and pretty basic construction, okay? It's pretty much just, it's a stainless steel liner. It has a chunk of stainless steel. Of course, it has a stainless steel blade, and it is a sandwich composite of 2 pieces of Zytel riveted together. It does actually have a piece of stainless steel tubing for the lanyard hole, so it is very well thought out. Now, of that, I have 3 of the Taiwanese clones. Of that, the Taiwanese clones are decent. They're not the best thing you're ever going to encounter, but they are decent. Now, as a working piece, they are what they are, and they're a very, very close approximation to Mr. Almar's efforts here. Now, this is one that I've been hunting for a number of years, and it is one that I truly am very happy to have in my personal collection currently, and it is one that it's rarely encountered. And when you do see them on eBay,
come on, squeal, squeal.
oh, dude, trust me on this one, okay? They do not go cheap. The last time I'm finding an actual listing on eBay was a while ago. So I'm now cruising around eBay, and I'm now, like, looking these things up. Every once in a blue moon, they do pop up. But of that, they are rare when they pop up. And when they do come up, cha-ching, they are not cheap to encounter. So I'm rather happy now to have encountered, and I snapped this thing up. Dude gave me a price, and I was like, that's an Almar knife. And he's like, yeah, well, let me do a quick look up here and verify the price and what have you. And he went on the internet real quick, and he couldn't find one. So the original price that he quoted is the original price he charged me. I pulled out the official dude credit card and said, cha-ching, here you go. And he was like, okay, well, I got to charge you tax on this. So I was like, do it. Because I knew what I was getting, and the purchase price was not charitable, but it was an awesome purchase, and I am a very happy dude currently. This is yet another addition to the dude collection in the me room in the knife side of things. And you guys know me. You know me for being a total knife guy, and this one is a cool jewel to put into the crown of bestest. Oh, man, I'm a happy camper now, and I'm sharing the pictures with you guys so you guys can get the best bits, pieces, and their ends of a awesome piece of kit. But you know what? If you guys literally can find one of these things, jump on it. The clones are users, but maybe not so much because they're rarely encountered as well, and even the clones are starting to get expensive now. As a matter of fact, there was a guy on eBay trying to sell one of the clones for a ridiculous price, and everybody was like, no, go away. Didn't sell. And he tried it a couple times and it just would not budge. His asking price was way too high. So this is kind of a unique piece of kit. I commend it to you. And of course, it's going to be Knife Blog. And this is the Jumbo Mar Quicksilver pocket knife, 7 inches closed. It is not a small piece of kit, but it's always been an awesome knife. And I've truly wished to have one of the Almar originals. Now I got one. I'm a happy dude. All right, guys, eat good, keep it tendering as always, you know what, you love it, and this is Knife Blog, and this is kind of the other various versions I'm going to do there, and where you're not seeing me so much, but you're seeing the knife. And you really should always pay more attention to the knife, because this is the essence of the knife guy, or the knife community. Okay, knife collectors, you want to see the knives, you don't want to see the person holding a knife going, see, here's a knife. You want to see the knife. All right, folks, I'm going to break up this one. Eat good, keep it tendering as always, you know what, you love it. Knife Blog goodness. Jumbo Mar Quicksilver.